So today we have a teal, not from my collection, but from someone else's that asked me to take a look at because nothing's happening. If you want a little quick secret hint to what I think might be the problem, if you shake it just right on the right angle. No, of course, now that we're filming, it's not going to happen. But before, if you shook it on the right angle, you'll get a little bit of power happening. So first steps first, rip her apart. We'll have a look, see if we can see anything immediately obvious that's wrong with it, and we'll go from there. The Phillips head screws is quite surprising, although this model does have them too, and the latest brushless model does. So I was half expecting to find Torx. That's what I'm dealing with these days. When I take stuff apart, it's actually quite refreshing to have a bit of Phillips action. If you're cringing, this is never going to go near anything live. I've got better screwdrivers for that. In fact, my shop screwdrivers need a bit of an upgrade, to be honest. Maybe if you've got any ideas or suggestions, let me know down below what I should get. Alright, so now that I've taken out every single screw, do you remember that they have a port for accessing the brushes on the back? So, I don't know. Yeah, they're quite worn out. Oh, there you go. Ran up a bit. I don't know if I can focus in with the camera enough to see that they are, how depressed they are. But if I give them a push on each brush, because as the brushes push down on the commutator, they wear away, and they have a spring on them. And the spring just keeps that same amount of tension the whole way down as they feed it in. Here we have a motor. Alright, easy. So the brushes are attached to a spring, which hold them at a nice contact rate as they spin. Now the problem is, as they spin, these wear out quite fast. Well, not quite fast, but you can imagine they are only carbon. If you rub them on stuff, you can draw like a lead pencil, which is also got carbon in it. So the problem is, over time, if they wear too much, the spring now no longer has enough tension to push them any further, and you get a gap, which is what's happening here. So if I push the edge of these brushes and just force them down that a little bit extra, this should spin. And it did. It's just not very healthy because the brushes are probably worn down to such a state that what they're molded around, as you can see, what they're molded around there is probably what's rushing on there. So I'm very happy I took all these screws out before checking. No point opening up any further, but what we'll do is we'll take these brushes out and we'll jump on the internet machine, work out exactly how much new brushes are going to cost him, and hit him up with a price. Ended up going with genuine ones. Cost me $10 Aussie. You only save like $2 going with cheaper models. With the non-name brand, I mean, quality wise, probably the same, but very, very similar. Can get it a lot cheaper if I order by like the dozen, but I don't know, I need to just do it, sorted. Dude wanted a favour to me, take a look at his drill. $10 later, it's running. I think everybody's happy. Everybody wins. So it's that easy. There you have it. A little tip: no matter how clean and how organised you are, and whatever, if you're in your workshop and you're leaving something for a week, or you've got something express posted to finish the job or whatever, even if you're organised with a nice parts tray or something like that, you're better off just throwing it back together, chucking the screw in. Otherwise, one of two things are going to happen. You're going to lose the screws, or you're going to forget how to put them back in. I mean, in this case it's very, very simple, but sometimes it's not, so something I've learnt from trial and error and royally fucking things up. Oh, wish this drill some luck. The old saying, keep it simple stupid, applies every time. So I went through, I took out every single screw in this thing, planning to get inside, have a good look at it, forgetting that the brushes, which I was 90% confident it was going to be the problem anyway, had their own little access port, which is even on the brushless models, and something I've been into before personally on my old drill. So you just gotta remember, keep it simple. If there's a problem with it, if it's something that can be serviced, they're gonna have a service port 9 times out of 10. Unless it's made by a Japanese auto manufacturer and you want to change the window wiper pump in your car and you have to take off the side quarter panel just to get to it. That's another thing. Car manufacturers are assholes. But in things like tools and stuff that they know, brushes are a service item, they're a consumable. You know you're gonna have to be in there. Keep it simple, don't go taking the whole thing apart. You're gonna be able to get in there. There's a way, there's an easy way. Sometimes a little bit of Googling might help you out, or just look, think. Don't do what I did and take out every screw for no reason. Waste yourself a good 10 minutes.